Day. Welcome to Livecast. It's also National Bourbon Day. Who comes up with this stuff? Honestly, anybody have any idea?
It doesn't matter who comes up with it because we celebrate it.
Yes, we do.
True,
The Bourbon Council, the bourbon producers. So we're gonna have an old fashioned. Here's my old fashioned. I don't know if it's historically, technically correct. I don't really, and I'm not using super fine sugar, which they say you're supposed to use. Because what the hell do you do with super fine sugar?
It's for super fine people, dude.
I don't know.
Wait, so superfine sugar is different than like granulated sugar?
Well,
it's more coarse, like, or not coarse?
It's less coarse.
Less coarse, yes. Okay.
Can you
I
use
guess.
powdered sugar?
No, powdered sugar has a totally different.
Wait,
taste.
okay. So
Couldn't say.
describe in detail what you're doing with this drink, because
Okay.
it is quite a cocktail.
Well, so all I've put is I put regular granulated sugar in the bottom of the glass. I've hit it with some Angostura bitters. They're aromatic bitters made from vegetables and just vegetables.
It can improve any cocktail.
Can't improve any cocktails. There's a bourbon romaine on the website that we drink here all the time that we love. It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to most cocktails. Anyway, so I'm just mixing up this little paste in the bottom of the glass of the bitters with the sugar. And now I'm going to add just a little bit of bourbon first, just to help incorporate it better. Lovely. Some ice over the top. Come on. My ice maker still doesn't work, by the way.
It's always full of ice, though.
Well, it's because I'm taking it from a giant bag that I had from some party thing we did last week outside in the garage. All right. And now more bourbon.
That looks super refreshing.
Doesn't it?
And I know such a drinking one right
And
now.
you got one. You both of you boys have one in there. And now I don't know what the traditional thing is. Once again, I like a little piece of orange. I think the sweet of the orange works really nicely with the bitters and the bourbon, and that's it.
Can you pull up a traditional old-fashioned recipe? I just would like to see if there's any differences, I guess.
You want to point out my flaw?
No, I mean, it's fine. I just am
Go ahead.
curious if it's.
Well,
Well,
you
you said
guys you guys are in charge.
You're the one who's like, I don't really know if this is it, but.
Well, this is the way I've had them and the way I enjoy them. And
So, 2 ounces of bourbon whiskey, 2 dashes of bitters, 1 splash of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, a maraschino cherry, and an orange wedge.
Ooh.
There you go. This is delicious, by the way.
Do we have maraschino cherries?
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Do you want to bring the jar back for you?
Yes, please. I think that would be such a good
Want the
addition to
whole
that.
jar?
Hey, should we introduce who we are and what we do?
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yes, here you are. Welcome to the Sam Livecast. This is what we do. Is somebody coming to get this?
Yeah,
or
I
want me
got
to
it.
bring it. I'll bring it.
Lynn's coming out.
No,
It's
watch this.
All right.
Watch this. Stay in your seats.
Right past
So here's the Sam
there
Livecast.
and
Check out
into
what
here.
this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the back room. This is Max right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Max and this is Lynn. And they're working the shots. They're working the computer. They're working the stuff that you see. This is Technology Central back here.
I hope I don't spill.
So he's
Cherry
leaving
juice.
this and just
I'll go
coming
walk
right.
into this
We're
room.
behind the wall.
And behind that camera right there is Shannon, who you
Mhm.
can see if we take this shot over here. Look how that works. Just beyond Shannon is Mrs. Cooking Guy Kelly. There she sits. She's a little quiet today. She's a little quiet because our youngest is graduating from high school tomorrow, and apparently there's a lot going on this weekend. Is there a lot going on?
I got a lot going on.
Well,
Emmy
don't.
Awards.
oh, the Emmys are tomorrow night. No, the Emmys are
No.
Saturday night.
Right.
Today's Thursday.
We
Sorry.
have something all the way until Monday morning, and I'm already tired of thinking.
What the hell
about
is
it.
Monday morning?
No, we have.
Oh,
Friday,
we have
Friday
stuff.
Night,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Saturday,
yeah.
Saturday night. I have 3 things on Saturday.
So this show is about
That was a
food,
nice move.
mostly about food. We occasionally digress into other things. We talked about the new running shoes I got the past
yeah.
2 nights.
Yep.
What I like about this show is that we do this live, we cook live, and you can't do that very many places. I like the fact that if you're watching on one screen on the internet, you can open another one, open up my Facebook, Sam the Cooking Guy, and ask questions while the show is on.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we'll try and answer them while the show is on.
Yeah, we watch it. We watched the Facebook.
We
feed.
watch the Facebook. Kelly responds to a lot of them right there. As she's sitting there,
We're all here.
she looks like she's not paying any attention. She's actually in
is.
Facebook responding to
very
it,
busy.
to what people have to say.
Yeah, so go and interact with not just Sam, but all of us everywhere, and then the other livecast audience. There's tons of people out there, and everybody's got little conversations going on. It's really cool.
I can't respond to Facebook because I'm working right now.
Well, you can because people can relay questions through us.
Well, no, it comes to you guys. That's good.
Yeah. So if you have a question for Sam directly, just put it up on Facebook, and we'll try to make sure we get it to him.
Exactly. See how simple that is.
Mm-hmm.
I ate to lunch today with my friend Kevin DeFreitas, well-known architect. Well, reasonably.
Did you do it at the Dumpling Inn?
Yeah, just wait, man. I got pics.
It's nice to follow your Twitter feed too. That's
Oh
another thing.
yeah, you saw that.
What? So can we talk about? What? I don't know that I'm.
Okay,
Abs,
so
the cooking
here's a
bag.
here you take my pictures. By the way, if you're judging based on the way it looks, don't, because it looks like a little piece of shit.
I was gonna say.
Which, by the way, some of the best food I've ever had have been in little hole in the walls.
Is that
Exactly.
a C rating?
Stop it. Shannon, have you ever been there?
I have not.
No, I know Kelly's not been there. Max, have you been?
Never.
Lynn?
Not this one.
There's other ones?
There was another Dumpling Inn in San Diego. I think they changed the name though.
I see.
So
Well, it's tiny inside. It's just a little bitty of a place. And there's like two women that take the place. You sign up outside for how many there are in your party. And they go out, they look at the little board, and then when they have a table, they put you there. Kitchen is not very big either. They were not. I don't think they wanted me taking pictures. I didn't. You can see into the kitchen, so it's not like I walked in and
Oh, I was
surprised
like-
everybody.
They look like they're about to attack you.
I was gonna
I
say
know,
you didn't
right?
just force your way back there.
It's like a gang of cooks in there that are come get me. Here's one of the things we had. You have to have dumplings. Those were
that looks so good.
fish and chive, boiled fish and chive dumplings. And there's pork and there's other boiled dumplings. And I wanted a boiled dumpling as opposed to a fried one. Okay, Shannon's choking on not her old fashioned, her Jack and Coke. Kill her, Mike. That's awful in my ear.
I was
It's gonna
debating
go.
if I
It's
should
gonna
leave it
go
up
on.
or
No,
not.
no, don't, please. It hurts. So they have different. Okay, we'll just wait till she coughs up a lung. Oh, she's gonna leave the room now. She's actually leaving the room. There she goes.
Hey,
Thank
leave
you
her
very
alone.
much, ladies and gentlemen. But they have like shrimp and chicken, whatever. I wanted the fish one because I haven't had a fish and chive dumpling. I've had it was the most not ordinary one of the bunch, and I like it when they say fish and not what kind of fish, because it opens up to all kinds of wacky stuff. Look how
Yeah.
good that picture is.
Yeah.
First, I took a picture of just a dumpling, and then I thought, no, I'm thinking like Lynn,
Yep.
over top of the rest of the dumplings.
With the chopsticks.
Super good.
Yeah,
This
context.
picture. Oh, I don't have the picture. Wait.
What picture?
I can't show that guy yet. Hold on, Shannon. Let me see if I can show this. Hold on.
Shannon's not even in the room, yo.
Oh, she's back.
Oh, she is. Whoa, she like snuck.
I'll
in.
just show you this on my phone. You won't get it. It won't be a very good picture, but I really want you to see it now that I've talked about it. This is a Chinese sausage fried rice.
We can kind of see it.
So Chinese sausage is, if you've not had it, Lynn, can you describe it? Not because you're Chinese. Well, yes, because you're Chinese.
It's super. It's pretty fatty. It's kind of cured a little bit.
And it's sweet.
It's a little sweet too. Yeah. They
It's
call it.
it's not like Western sausage.
Dad, what do we call it?
Really?
Oh no.
What do we
No,
call
no,
it,
No,
Dan?
no. I know what you
What
guys
do
call it.
I had a girlfriend, Chinese girlfriend, that used to refer to it as
Really, dude?
a part of a male dog. Because it's,
Dog dick.
yeah, that's not what she called it, but it was close to that
You know
because it's
what?
red. That's only because of the color, Lynn.
Lynn's pulling up pictures of it.
Wikipedia. This is what you get.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Look,
I mean, they're like a little like they're hard. They're
was
like,
that ChineseSausage.com?
No. I'm
What
not
was
going,
that?
I'm not going to a site that's called
It looks like it. He's
Chinese
on, just
sausage
on the
on
Wikipedia
Wikipedia.
Chinese sausage page.
Oh, there was that
it's called
picture, yeah.
lapchang.
Lapchang. It's delicious. Anyway, this fried rice, maybe the best fried rice I've had in a very long time, if not ever. What's that fried rice your brother always orders, Kel?
I can't remember.
From where? When?
Uncle
What are you
Brian.
talking about?
Any Chinese restaurant he goes into orders the same fried rice. This was super delicious. Anyway, we walk into the restaurant. 2 people. We sat at a table that was like this big for both Kevin and I, and the rest of the place was filled up, except one table for 4 had one guy sitting at it. I made a joke. Oh, what a hog! He's taking a table for 1. Of course, he's waiting for other people. Turned out he wasn't waiting for other people. He sat at that table the whole time by himself with a crowd waiting the entire time. And when the ladies came over at one point, I said, is he really sitting at a table for 4 all by himself? And it's this dude. Oh, I was going to blur out his face.
Oh, man. Look at him. Okay,
I didn't
you
blur out
get
his
the
face.
point. Doesn't matter. That's ridiculous. Look
And
at
they
that.
said when he came in,
He bullshitted them.
no. She said, how many? He said 1. She tried to put him at a table for 2, like we were at, and he wanted the table for 4. And I said, you guys are in charge. You should have said, no, that's for a party of 4. We're going to get busy. He tied up a lot of precious real estate. I don't know what people are thinking.
Wait, this is actually kind of an interesting topic to discuss. Proper etiquette when it comes to finishing your meal and leaving in a timely manner.
Thank you.
At a packed restaurant. What do you think the standard is for that? I mean,
Well,
can you sit
It's
and
called
enjoy
being
afterwards?
courteous.
It's called being courteous. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Dude wasn't being courteous.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I don't, you know what? I don't understand why. Here, you can show the picture again now. I fixed it. I don't know why he would have sat that long at that table. He could clearly see what was going on, right?
It looks like he's just lounging.
Oh, wait a second. Get rid of that. Wait, I got another one for you. Check this one out. Hold on. Let me fix this one for you. Watch this. Watch this. Now this one, dude is basically asleep at the table.
No way.
His eyes are shut. If you could see below the blue,
He just ate in food coma
dude's
right there.
eyes
Oh
are
my
shut.
God,
And
that's so weird.
he's nursing a glass of water. He sat without food.
No way.
This is just the
He
most terrible
sat
thing ever.
without food. He sat without food in front of him for a solid 15 minutes. We finished eating our crammed little table for
That's
2,
so weird.
and we got up.
You can kick people out
He's
of that.
got he's got an empty glass of water. That's it.
You want to know what makes this especially bad that I've done this? I know people don't like it when I show pictures.
Whatever.
What
What makes this
Who
especially
doesn't?
bad?
If you don't like it, let us know on Facebook so we can make fun of
He
you.
stopped on the way out to say how much he was a fan of the show.
Oh no way.
Hey, come on
So,
now.
wait,
I
so-
want my fans to be respectful of what's going on in a little mom and pop restaurant, trying to eke out a living. They're probably busy 1.5, 3, 4 hours a day. And
you didn't-
dude is sitting on 4 seats for his one ass.
Did you say
Dude.
anything to him?
Dude
No, it's not
followed
like this.
you into the restaurant just to say hi, and he just couldn't do it, so he just sat down.
No, he was already there. Nice try.
But let's say that you were at Vaughn's and you saw a person do the grocery cart thing like really badly. And then they came up to you right after and said, Sam, what would you say? Anything
Wait, the
to
grocery
them?
cart thing?
Would you call them out?
I'm
The grocery cart thing, like leaving a
Just
grocery
leaving
cart
it.
like behind
Oh,
a car.
yeah.
How would you respond to that?
I'd like to believe that I would say something.
Yeah.
We all got to get along in this world. We all got to do things that make life comfortable for everybody else. And leaving your grocery cart in the middle of the parking lot is not helping anybody. Leaving it behind someone's car. We showed that picture one day. I came out of the supermarket and there was a grocery cart behind my car. Someone pushed it there and they didn't even put it in the little cart bin or even attempt to get out of the way of traffic. I had to move it or I would have hit it. And speaking in the supermarket, I was there today. Max, as we were getting ready for the show, he finds $60 on the ground. He picks it up and I hear him go, "Oh, I'll just put my $60 in my pocket. I know it's mine." And I say, "No, of course you know that's mine." And he hands it to me and he goes, "Are you not using the money clip?" My father's money clip. My dad passed away a couple months ago.
Aww.
It's okay.
That's what you were waiting for?
I was waiting for somebody to do that. And I say, "No, I'm using it." And you said, "Why isn't it in there?" And I said, "Because I was at the supermarket today and my hands were crammed with the bags. I was trying to get out, and the guy handed it to me, so I just had to shove it in my pocket. And I had that bad clerk. And both Max and Lynn went, I know the guy. And the guy that they thought they knew was the guy who, if you looked up sloth in the dictionary, this dude's picture would be right there.
Okay, so he's a little laid back, man.
A little laid back. He's
It is
moving.
not laid-
He's in slow motion going backwards.
He's such a dickhead.
Becky writes, I love it when Sam does his creeper shtick.
The pictures. Here's the guy that I got today. Did you find everything okay? Have you signed up for this plan yet? And you know what? I know they're supposed to ask these questions, but there's a way to do it when you don't sound so phony. And this guy sounded really, really phony.
You know, it's a fine line. Some people just don't have it, man.
I know.
You can really tell when your clerk is in a bad mood or having a bad
Ugh.
day. Because it's just a short interaction with a person. You're going past them, and you can really feel it if they're just not happy.
I know. But it's, well, welcome to life. That happens with everybody. That happens with everybody. I still maintain that, like at the airport, if you spend a little bit more for your ticket, you get to go to that fast pass line when going through security. For the TSA guy, you get to go around the side. I believe there should be a special line for people like me that shop nearly every single freaking day at the supermarket. So I don't have to get behind inexperienced shoppers that don't know what they're doing, that don't know how to check out their own groceries, that wait until the checker says that'll be $43.95, and then they pull out the purse.
Oh, the worst.
Oops, did I say purse? I meant wallet. I didn't mean to imply that it's women.
How about purse or wallet?
That's mostly purse. The guys are ready to get in and out. It's some women that wait until they find out how much it is. Then they make the decision to go into the purse. Then they got to find the wallet inside the purse, extract the wallet, and then make a decision between cash,
Or check.
credit card,
check is
or, God forbid, a check.
I
God
don't
forbid.
understand that. And I
They're
never
still
will.
using checks these days.
I never understand that.
And then they 43
What was the amount again?
90 how much is it? 90 95 payable to what's the date today? June 7, and then the signature. Mary Ellen
Hey, dude, my mom's name is Mary.
Smithingham.
Smithingham.
Dot. You know what? The banks don't look anymore at the signatures.
No.
They don't give a shit.
It's pretty cool, though.
You could do like a little squiggle. They're going to take it. You could write Ben fucking Franklin,
Hey.
and they're going to cash the check. It's only if you dispute it is there going to be a problem.
I have a question.
Yes.
You know how Chase came out with that whole program where you could just take a picture of your check and deposit?
How amazing is that?
Yeah, it's
Why
true.
would all the other banks not follow with something
They're
like
starting
that?
to. They,
Mom said the same thing.
The credit unions here do,
Uh-huh.
and I'm waiting for Wells Fargo. I think that's the greatest thing ever.
How does
I
that
have to
work?
go out of my way all the time to
How,
deposit
how does that
checks.
work, though?
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
How is that
think
possible?
Think about what an ATM does. An ATM basically scans a picture of your check, and then it deposits it.
but then they've got the check.
No,
So-
but it used to not. Now, now when you put it in, you don't need an envelope. You don't need to write anything. You just put it in, and then on the screen it scans.
But Lynn's right. But Lynn, once the machine scans the check, it gives you a picture of it if you want on your receipt, which is
Yeah.
genius.
Amazing.
But then they have the check.
Well, here's the thing. What do they do with the checks?
Well, but they've got it. It's real. They can see if it's real.
I think
I
that-
could fake a check on a piece of paper right here and take a picture of it and deposit 40 grand in my bank account.
Chase
I guess you're right.
Chase also has like a limit, so you can't do things like that. You have like an $800 a month limit, so it's for like convenience purposes. And I'm sure if you abuse it, you get banned. I mean, you have an account number with it.
Yeah.
It's just like an ATM. You could forge a check and throw it in the ATM, and it'll probably read it. It's not going to save, oh, is this real, by looking at the holographic strip. And
Yeah,
No, but
that's
when
true.
somebody pulls those checks out the next day, they're going to go, this is bullshit. This is not right.
oh,
But
I don't know. So there's a really good counterfeit checks out there, man.
can I just mention, if you're thinking about cooking this weekend, in the interest of National Bourbon Day, there's a bourbon and brown sugar flank steak. You could swap, skirt steak, hanger steak, flat iron for this. But here's what it is. I want to say this before I forgot. I want to say this before too much of this went to my head.
Me too.
It's a half cup of soy sauce, a bourbon, a brown sugar, some dry mustard, and that's it. Mix those together. Throw it in a Ziploc bag. fling a steak into it, suck out most of the air, zip it up, and throw it in your fridge for a couple hours. You can go overnight if you want. It's that simple.
We use that marinade for burgers.
Yeah.
And we'll
Oh, you
like
do?
For burgers, and we do sliders, and we use the Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah.
So it's like the sweet of the Hawaiian roll and the bourbon. Is
Nice.
So good.
Good. I'll say this. You know, Shannon shoots Sam, the cooking guy of the TV show, and I use her as a test of whether or not my food is good.
Really?
We shoot the show. Shannon almost every time says, I'm going to make that tonight. Or two things.
Or something, yeah.
And then the next time I see her, she'll say, we made this. She makes almost everything. And the fun shows are when we make three things. And the first one, she goes, I'm making this tonight. And the second one, she goes, oh, no, I think I'm going to make this one tonight. And then the third one, she's like, now what do I do? Because I want to make them all.
Yeah, the good
really
shows,
good.
I go home, you're like, all right, honey, I have our meals planned for the rest of the week.
And I'll say, you are way better at making a variety of my stuff than I am. I tend to make the same things over and over.
It's because cooking is fun. People need to realize that. Cooking is fun. It's not a chore. Cooking is fun. I love cooking.
We have fun here.
Hell yeah, we
Just
do.
saying.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, while you're giving out recipes, Sam,
Yeah.
I know. Do you have a good trout recipe?
A good who?
Trout recipe.
You know what? I think there's a trout in the third cookbook, and it's grilled trout. So when you buy trout at the supermarket, are you asking for you, Lynn?
No,
No,
check
I'm actually
this out.
asking for Becky. She said she got rainbow trout from a patient of hers.
Oh. Okay, so here's the deal. You clean it up. When you buy trout at the supermarket, for us that aren't getting it from like patients, it comes clean. Head on, slice the belly open, but all the icky stuff taken out. Here's what I do. I take herbs. You could take anything. Thyme, rosemary, parsley, cilantro, a bunch of all of that. Cram it inside of the trout. Sorry, I would give a little bit of olive oil, little salt and pepper inside the trout. Then I would cram all those herbs inside of it with some lemon slices. Whole bunch of them. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Well, the trout's going to shed anyways. Then I would season and oil the outside of the trout. And then I would throw that bad boy, just like that, head, tail, and the whole thing. And you can do this, and I can't because Kelly won't eat this. She won't eat a whole fish that looks like a fish. She'll eat pieces of fish. It can't resemble what it once was.
That's
She doesn't ever
precisely
want to
it.
see it in
You
its
got
natural
it.
state.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, we gotta hop in the kitchen.
We do. Then you throw that on the grill. And it's maybe 6-7 minutes aside. It's not very long because the fish is pretty thin. Maybe 5, depending on your grill. It's tough to say how long because I don't know how good your grill is.
Love
But
fish on the grill.
the stripes on a whole trout. And here's the thing. I would say get smallish ones. Make one for everybody who is having dinner at your place. And then some good kind of rice pilaf-y sort of thing or a big salad. It'd be tremendous. Thing comes off the grill. You yank out the herbs, squeeze a bunch of that lemon that was inside over the top of the whole thing, and Bob's your uncle. And it's great. Let me just say before I go into the kitchen, Fixtures Living. I will be there tomorrow at their San Diego location from 12:30 to about 1:30, almost 2 o'clock-ish. Fixtures Living, kitchen, bath, outdoor, all things amazing for anything that is really like equipment in your home. And where else is there equipment if not the kitchen? Well, I guess it's not really equipment in the bathroom, but you know what I'm talking about. It is.
Yeah, it's
It's
equipment.
handles and knobs and things that turn and stuff like that. By the way, Kelly, I got to tighten up the toilet seat in the downstairs bathroom. I sat
I
on
haven't
it
been
today.
in there in
I
5
sat on it
years.
today, and the bolt at the back, the toilet seat went kink over to the side.
Really?
That's
Fat
a little. It's a little.
ass.
It's not that I have a fat ass. Anyway,
Aw,
Fixtures has everything like that. They don't have cute dogs, though. I might take my dogs there tomorrow. They would like to come.
They have a cool dog bath.
Look at Shannon.
They got a very cool dog bath. Yeah, San Diego, Rancho Mirage, and Costa Mesa. They're about to take over the world. They're an amazing place. If I was thinking about building a house, if I was thinking about redoing a kitchen, if I was in the middle of that process anywhere, I would go there for tremendous product and amazing ideas. And of course, buy from them. But at the very least, go there and steal ideas. They're so creative. The thing is, you're going to walk in, they're going to kill you with how professional they are. what their service is like, you're going to want to buy from them anyways. You're not going to want to go to terrible people that are in the business because there's some crappy people out there. I'm not going to name any names, and they're slowly getting out of the business, which makes me feel happy.
Hey, easy
National
there,
Bourbon Day. This thing is tremendous.
It is.
So good.
Ready to go cook?
Let's do it.
Let's go right now. All right, so we're doing this bourbon brie thing, and this is a recipe that Haley's grandmother, human grandmother, Peg, that lives up the street, turned us on to a couple years ago. We did it on the show.
And we've done a different baked brie.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna pull that picture up.
I apologize for the
epic.
noise that I'm currently making. You can do this. Sorry. You can do this in a little dish that can go into the oven. You can do this on parchment like this. Anybody want to know why I'm doing it on parchment?
No, why?
Picture for Lynn.
Oh.
Lynn gets tired of taking pictures that look the same with the same, bowls and pots and pans that I use. So when I said I could do it on here, he was like, yes, please go for it. Okay, so let me get the ingredients that I need for this. I need some pecans. I need brie.
Hey, can I show off the picture of our last
Yeah, wait, don't
baked
talk
brie?
for 1 second. I need some cold butter. I just got to get through this. I need brown sugar and I need bourbon. Okay, you can show the last brie.
Just shut up for 1 second.
Right.
Okay, here's the last brie. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
See, that's killer. You know what? I could eat that entire thing.
I know you can.
So
I
for anybody
love
that's wondering,
cheese.
that is episode 87, Simple and Epic Holiday Appetizers.
Nice.
December 22nd. We were right in the Christmas season.
Yeah, which frankly is not that. Wow, it's. half
I
a
was
year
looking
away.
at some episodes from August of last year and just thinking
Wow.
about how weird it is that even at that point we were, 4 or 5 months in.
Okay, so here's a little brie, right? This is this little outside rind that I quite like. I like to leave it on. If you hate the rind, take it off. But it's a textural thing, and of course, you can eat all of it. So I just say, go with all of it. If you had walnuts, you could use walnuts. I like pecans. I think they're a little sort of sweeter in this whole vein. We're going to have a serious conversation about something when I'm done with this.
Oh, about what?
You're going to find out.
Am I in trouble?
I know. What? Am I in trouble?
Like everybody thinks that they're in trouble. So,
Shannon's in trouble. She just laughed.
It's all my fault.
so I don't want giant pieces of nuts, so I'll do this. Let me just bust a couple of these other ones. All right. So here's what we're doing. I'm going to cover this thing with the nuts, right? These busted up pecans. A little brown sugar on the top. Is Lynn making noises?
It looks so good.
Just wait. Okay, hold on.
What happens if you're allergic to nuts, Sam?
Well, then you don't use nuts. Who's allergic to nuts? Oh,
Joanne.
there are people that are allergic to nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
lots
ask
of
Joanne.
people.
Okay, ask Joanne this. What does she substitute when she wants something crunchy?
All right.
What do those nuts? Okay, but watch this. So now I'm gonna a little bourbon over the top, and this is you kind of have to be careful because if you use too much bourbon, Peg told me once. She thinks too much bourbon. When she opened the oven, it flamed up.
Ooh, really?
You know how when you introduce oxygen into a heated environment where there's a potential for flame, it's worse. And so now, a little bit of cold butter on top of this thing. Boom. So now the butter's going to melt down, obviously, and just do some really fabulous stuff to this whole deal. Here. Let me just try and spread this around a little bit. So
How can you
it's
go
fair.
wrong with butter, brown sugar, and nuts?
I don't know. I mean,
and
I could just.
cheese?
Who cares about the frickin' heat, man? I want to just eat this thing right now. All right. So this is going into a 350 oven. Not there. Right there.
Why? Wait, I actually was wondering that the other day. Where is the heat going to be the highest? At the top
The heat's
level,
gonna
the
be-
bottom,
yes.
middle?
Yes, it's gonna. Unless you're on convection, the heat's gonna be the hottest at the top.
Okay.
I'll put it at the top. I don't really need it to, but it might go a little bit faster. But I went to put it in that middle section, and I said no, not there, because there wasn't enough room. I would have shaved everything off the top of that.
Got it.
Off the top of that Brie. So has she written back yet?
Yeah,
What do
she
the nut
has.
people
1 second.
use?
She says she just omits nuts because I don't know what else to use.
But isn't there something?
Help her, Dad. Help her.
I'm trying to think. What could you use?
Chips. No.
Seeds. Sunflower seeds.
But are seeds problematic for
But that's a nut, basically.
those people? They know what they can have, right? Don't they? Can they have seeds?
I don't know. I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I
No,
th- I
seeds can
mean-
be. Sunflower seeds are kind of like a little nut, are they not?
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
is a seed a nut? No.
This sounds crazy, but what about panko breadcrumbs?
But you can't really get them crispy. I guess if you like bake them with butter,
You
maybe.
can fry them or just
Sure.
throw them in the
Wha-
pan, toast
You
them
know
up.
what? Kelly
like
says
what a-
crushed up pretzels. That sounds almost good.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
kinda
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
No, that's a good idea. I like that. Okay, let's go sit down, shall we? So
We
here's the
shall.
beautiful part of what I think this show is all about is that we get to have these conversations completely live,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't get to do that anywhere else.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Should I have stayed at work? What are you gonna do?
Oh, no, don't be scared. We were talking about this. Did we talk about this picture last night? Hold on, I'll wait for Shannon to get rid of this.
Hold on.
Pull the mic up to you, dude.
Sorry. Shannon's having issues.
That's okay.
Hold on one sec. I feel like we talked about this last night. And we were analyzing this picture.
Lynn's coming in to.
Is my seat too high?
No, Lynn's coming in to adjust it. That
Oh,
camera
was it-
gets moved
was
when
it-
you're in the kitchen.
Was it just adjust? Oh, it was adjusted
yeah.
for when I was in there.
Yes, exactly.
I
He
could go
just needs-
down in my seat.
No, Lynn. That's what Lynn is up. There we go. See?
Gotcha. We talked about this picture last night,
Yeah.
and that's a funnel cake,
Ew.
and it looks like a poo funnel cake. Look how gross that looks.
A poop cake.
That is not a funnel cake like I know.
No.
And Lynn maintains it's just bad lighting, and I think it's beyond bad lighting.
He's okay. In Lynn's defense, he says it's more than bad. He said not just bad lighting, bad framing, bad everything.
Angle.
Yeah, bad angle.
Okay,
It's
no,
just a
will you
bad
go find
picture.
one of those pictures of the funnel
Yes.
cake like we were talking about?
Yes.
That just looks like no funnel cake I've ever seen in my life. It's like they were trying to make, like the soft serve ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like they were trying to do that
Ew.
with it.
Check this out, Dad. I'm going to the fair tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gonna get a funnel cake. I will take a great picture with my iPhone,
Right.
and we will put it on Monday's livecast and compare the two.
You know, I'm gonna bring my camera
Yes?
and my lighting equipment,
Yes?
and I will take a good picture of a funnel cake too.
Of this one. Well, I don't know
Oh,
which one this
that
is.
One. I've had that one at the
That's
fair.
a funnel cake. There you go.
That's a funnel cake.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a funnel
and you know
cake.
what? They
Not
serve this at
that.
our fair, but that one's cool because it's like huge, it's towering, and like if
No,
you see it
that's
in real life,
spaghetti funnel cake. And
it looks good in real life. I tell you.
Ew, I just realized they have that next to corn in that picture.
I know, but here's
and
what they do.
chicken.
Ew.
Why is that ooh? They're just showing you a collection of the things that you can get at the fair.
Okay, so in your next book, I'd like you to put that, like a dessert next to corn on the same plate.
Okay,
with, like,
can I just say,
disgusting fried
okay,
chicken.
just let me ask this question. Has that bothered anybody here?
I
It
didn't
makes no
notice it at
sense.
first, but now that I look at it, it is a little weird.
No, it's
It
not
makes
weird.
No,
no
Dad,
sense.
Mom makes a point. It's like if you put, it's like if you put baked brie, French toast mountain, and something else that doesn't go with the first two.
Okay,
Well, like,
whatever.
yeah.
Chili
Blah, blah,
powder
blah, I'm
chicken.
not
Like
listening, I'm not
ribs.
listening, blah, blah, blah,
So
blah.
weird.
Okay, let's have this conversation.
Oh jeez, what are we doing?
I wanted to, I didn't know if we needed to keep. Let me ask you this question, Lynn, first. Just
Okay.
offline, you and me.
But online?
Would this conversation be helped by video of what you and I were talking about, as an example? Because if it is, we'll save it for Monday.
It could, but I think we have enough fans online right now to help.
Okay.
I mean, we can always ask it more than once, or we can, like, at the end of it,
Right.
ask.
Okay. Here's the conversation that Lynn and I had today. We're talking about a couple things. And Lynn said, I want to mention something that my friends have said to me, and don't take it personally. Well, when somebody says don't take it personally, don't you think the inclination is that you're going to take it personally?
And if anybody's going to take it personally, it's you.
Oh,
Well, no. There's certain things that really rock my world and piss me off. You can call me stupid, ugly, fat. I don't care about any of that. What I don't like it was when somebody says, I'm trying to be anything. You're trying to be cool. I'm never trying to be anything. I feel like I'm completely honest in my on-screen and
That is true.
off-screen life, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to like me, but just know that what you see of me is really me. So, by the way, I called my brother after that phone call last night. Remember
Yeah.
that whole thing? He hasn't called me back yet.
Oh my god.
Mr. Retired,
I was right.
apparently.
I was right.
Shit. Anyway, so here's what Lynn says.
I can't wait.
Lynn says some of his friends, his good friends, have said, and it's mostly Max and I, when Max and I argue, and we've had a couple of arguments about things on the show. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, you're going to argue with people that you work with. You're especially going to argue, I think, with family. And if you don't know, Max is my oldest of 3 boys.
You argue with Michelle all the time.
I argue with Michelle. I argue
That's
with
true.
you in New York in that show we're trying to shoot.
That's true.
Right.
I'm not walking backwards in traffic.
Did you sound just like that?
That wasn't exactly the voice that you used, but it was. Anyway. So Lynn says his friends get rather uncomfortable and even turn off the live cast when Max and I argue.
You know what?
No,
I
just can I finish?
Say your piece, bro.
Holy shit! Somebody marked today's date. She's letting me finish.
Go.
So
disrespectful.
I said, well, I won't tell you what I said. Here's what I want to know. I'm curious to know if when Max and I argue, is it uncomfortable that people turn off? Or is it an interesting look into a relationship? You can't. Please don't. Please, I'm not asking. I'm not asking you.
I don't want to.
But I said to Lynn, here's my point. I said, this is not something that I have to worry about taking personally. I'm fat, I'm stupid. That I could take personal, even though I wouldn't really care about that. This is whether they like what's going on or not. This is not anything personal about you, Max, or me.
The inevitable response is that, yeah, we don't want to hear Max talk, or
No,
it's your
that's
show,
not.
Sam.
That's
I
not.
know that's
not
what's gonna happen.
That is
I know
not
it's
the
gonna
question
happen.
I'm asking.
But that's
I'm
what's
not-
going to happen.
It's not the question I'm asking. I'm not asking for people to kiss my ass and say, oh, yes, Sam's always right, and we don't want him arguing with Max. That's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking a purely entertainment point of view question. When Max and I argue, or when I argue with Kelly or anybody, is it uncomfortable for you? Or do you find it interesting?
So we have a new viewer that
Yes.
has never posted before.
Yes.
Don, I'm sorry if you have, but I haven't recognized your
D-O-N
name.
or D-A-W-N?
D-O-N. Interesting look into the relationship. It shows realism, and I like that. But I kind of agree with Lynn a little bit, because there are times where
Whoa.
It-
First of all,
it gets disrespectful.
wait. The question posed was my friends,
Lynn's friend.
Wasn't Lynn.
and I
Where-
I also told Sam
Friends.
so, last week. What was the show? It was
Thursday.
me sitting in with the Zion family.
Oh,
Steve's
yeah.
not here. We didn't have a cameraman, and I was kind of a fly on the wall while you guys just kind of duked it out.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
But can I say something else?
but
This will actually help your case, or my case, I'm not sure which. And I haven't really given my opinion yet. You also shared with me, Lynn,
yes,
that you find The Office uncomfortable at times, and you turn that off.
I did. And I said that to
Really?
Sam as a preface to what I said. I said, look, I'm saying this not because I do not agree with it per se. I said I'm saying this because, like, if it was just me,
Yeah.
forget about it. You wouldn't even hear about this. Like it. I mean, I work the way I work. There's more things that like tug on my like mental threads, I guess, if you want to put it that way, than just arguing. It's like a whole bunch of things, right? Like we all have. But
Can we get into some of the what tugs on your mental threads next week?
We're not. Well, okay, fine. We'll try to get into that. But for the most part, I told you when I started hearing this from people that watch the show,
Yes.
but are my friends because they can tell me in real life.
Yes.
They brought that up. I was like, huh. I thought it was just me. Like I thought. But again, it's not like anything that I like it.
So how do we ask this question that people can respond to?
Well, people are responding, and everybody likes it, and they think that it's real. But the one thing that I want to say, because sometimes I sit here very uncomfortable, is
You get uncomfortable?
sometimes, and I'm going to say this, because it gets disrespectful between you and Max. But
It doesn't.
outside, no. What happens is outside of the show,
Yes.
when it is more of a father-son dynamic, Max would never say some of the things to you outside of the show.
That he does on here?
Right, during
But
the show.
here's the thing.
So that,
But
you know
he's-
what, the show is its own platform. and
I
that's what
understand,
people
but Max isn't here as my son.
That's what I'm saying. That's
He's
what
here
I'm
as
saying.
part of the show.
That's what I'm saying. Outside of the platform of the show, Max would never argue back and say some of the things like, okay, calling you a D-bag after you've called him a D-bag, that doesn't happen outside of the show.
When
okay?
did we do that?
You've done that numerous times.
Max,
Called
you
each
me a
other D-bag? I
Yeah.
don't think I did.
What is she talking
and that
about?
When
would
have I
never,
ever called
ever,
him a
ever.
D?
I would never, ever allow that to happen. Okay, Max, do you remember when you were little and I jammed the bar of soap in your mouth
Yes,
for
I
calling me
do.
stupid? Okay, Max was like 4.
Wow, you
And
actually
told
do
me
that?
told me I was
Yes.
stupid, and
Oh.
I tackled him and I pinned him and I jammed a bar of soap in his mouth.
CPS
All
is
right,
not
all
gonna-
right. So look,
You know what's funny? I kind of just enjoyed that moment we just had.
see, look, here's the thing. None of this has ever been forced by me. I'm not having an argument with Max for the good of the show.
No, yeah,
I'm having an argument because I feel strongly about something at the moment, and I know what Thursday was. I was trying to when you took the camera off the computer to show something, and then I wanted to make an exam. I want to use the shot
Yeah.
to make my point, and you took it off again, and you whatever it was, and I just wanted it there, right?
Yes.
I live my life openly on this show, and I always have. From the very beginning of me shooting Sam the Cooking Guy, what's ever happened off camera has made its way onto the show. Whether it was good or bad, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I've never used anything on the show because somebody paid me to. I mean, if I'm going to do a spot like talking about Fixtures, and yes, they're a sponsor and they're paying us, honestly, I love them and I wouldn't say it if I didn't. But everything else, if I'm doing something, it's honest and it's coming right from who I am.
Yeah, and see, that's
And
what...
I can't live the live cast different than that. And if suddenly I feel very emotional or very strong about something and I need to have that conversation, I'll have it. But this is the point that I've always made that's the difference between having sons and daughters. Max and I can have these arguments. By the time he leaves the house, we're all friends again, everything's good. You have an argument with a daughter, 2 months later, she can still not be talking to you. And I don't know this personally, but I know this from friends who have daughters. And you guys, Shannon and Kelly, your daughters, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
Yes, you
about.
absolutely do.
I don't
And you
think
come
I
from
know.
3 girls. You know what goes on. You know how you guys, well, you're
We
also
don't
from
argue with
Ohio,
our
so it's
father.
different. What?
We don't argue with our dad.
You ever-
I have something interesting. You're asking viewers if it makes them feel uncomfortable has brought out new viewers that have never posted before. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
See, I think what you were saying, Mom, about you were saying that you think that I say things to him on the show that I wouldn't normally, or I react.
I don't
to
think
him.
that's true.
I think that's what I was gonna say. I don't think that's true. If people could hear what goes on during the pre-live or just in the hour and a half that before the show, normally I get here and it's just my dad and I, and we I mean, we argue about things the whole time. How we're gonna do the show, what we're gonna do,
But
and
that's what I mean. It's work related. So your
No, I argue with
your
Max. I already
usual
gave- I-
father's shush. Your father-son relationship. It doesn't go like that. It's a father-son relationship. This is your coworker relationship, so it's different.
no, but that's what. No, but see,
But
I
here's-
think that our father-son relationship is pretty closely identical to our coworker
Well, then
relationship.
I want
almost.
out. Because
I agree.
Obviously,
No, I agree
yes,
with Max.
obviously, because it's a talk program. That's what if I'm going to disagree with him on something, I'm not going to sit here and be a yes man like I hear producers and things on other programs do. Lots of other radio programs. Adam Carolla show, for example. He'll say something that I'm in my head. I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous. The people in the room should call him on that. They don't say anything. They just go, yeah. I would never let you get away with that, Dad. I would call you on it in a
By the way,
second."
can I point one thing out? Can you take my computer for a second?
Yes.
Let's just remember this guy. I just looked down and I saw it. I'm telling you. Can I move away the little blue bar?
No.
I just want you to see. The eyes are shut. He was having.
I want to see.
No,
Move it.
don't.
He was having a moment by himself.
That's so
Wait.
funny.
Okay. Hold on.
Hey, are we close to the breeze?
He
It almost
likes
Yeah,
you
feels-
as a
the breeze
guy.
there.
He's like Sam the cooking guy. Cool.
Oh my God! Just leave that right there, Dad. Just leave it there.
Tell me.
Wait, so we really can do this without the bar?
Well, I don't know. What's going to happen?
I don't know.
What was I?
Oh
No.
my god.
I'm sorry, but I think he just got caught up with the moment.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to take the Brie. I got to look at the Brie and see how it is, but not before I grab
Hey,
my.
can we do
full
this real
flush.
quick? So
Yes.
we heard everything from the live viewers. Which
You can pop the camera off, Shannon.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
go ahead.
We
Lynn.
love the live viewers, and you guys are like our bread and butter, right?
Mhm, mhm.
But send
Yeah,
your comments.
Technically, Lynn,
Huh?
Fixtures is our bread and butter.
Actually, you're right. Fixtures
Just,
Living is
just
our bread
want
and
to
butter.
point that out.
But there are, the live viewers are, who we associate with a lot on the show. And so if you're watching this recorded, because often people do,
Let us know.
info@thesamlivecast.com or go to thesamlivecast.com and click contact us.
Exactly. It's a good point.
And then just tell us honestly about our show, like good, bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love to hear like
We can
shower
take-
the praise, but like tell
We
us
can take constructive
Yeah.
criticism.
tell us what you think.
Some of you can. Not
Jeez.
Sam.
All right. Let's look at this. Hold on. Let's take a look and see if this thing's ready. Oh, it actually needs more time.
Look at we're all silent.
How is that possible? I'm not prepared for this to take more time.
Like a lot more time?
I know how
Well,
much.
We can talk what's coming up. Do we have other stuff coming up on the show?
We do have other stuff, and there's a topic that I'm not going to get into. I gotta read the line though. Hold on.
You were not going to get into it, but
I don't want to get into it tonight because now it's just too big of a conversation, and Mom will have opinions about this all over the place.
here, I know something that we can talk about.
Can I just say this? We're going to do this Monday.
Yes.
In addition to talking to the Shark Bite Margarita Popsicle guy
Which you got 300 of.
Monday, which we very exciting, and you'll have an opportunity. Oh, there you are, Shannon. And Monday you'll have an opportunity to win them yourself. These.
They're really good.
They're really good, right? The original Shark Attack. I say Shark Bite. The original Shark Attack Margarita Pop. Otter Pop? What do you call?
It's a
not a
alcoholic
pop.
Freezy.
Popsicle.
It's a freezy pop.
That's a freezy
Easy
pop?
pop.
Freezy.
For adults.
Shark
Adults.
Attack Original Lime Margarita. It's 6.7% alcohol by volume. It's like drinking a beer. It's like having 100 mils of a beer. They're delicious. And not to be confused with these that we eat by the dozens in this house, the Otter Pops.
Yeah, we.
They're adult Otter Pops. I spent some time going over a bunch of things with my manager today, Brad. And Brad at one point said to me, this is the line he used. He goes, you have a... God, I just looked at it. Brad looks at me and he goes like this. You have a self-worth issue.
Oh, jeez.
And I go,
to you.
Brutal.
Do you know what that sound
you know
was?
what? What was that?
That sound?
Yes?
That's hitting the nail on the head.
yeah.
Brad goes, you have a self-worth issue. And I go, he goes, just see a shrink about it. I'll explain it. Oh shit, I'm burning
This
crap.
live cast is like your therapy. You let it all out on the live cast.
I
Okay.
wouldn't disagree with that.
I'm calling quits on this right now. I think it's ready.
Ooh. Oh, beautiful, Shannon.
That looks amazing.
All right, but look at it. It's gotten crusty and fuck. That was so stupid. I didn't expect that to happen. I was just trying to push down.
You're
God
such a
damn it.
Oh my god.
Is that gonna blister?
God.
I can't
Yes,
believe you
probably.
just did that.
Shit.
That was a bad one.
That. Oh.
I saw it stick to your finger too.
Yeah. Well, think about what it was. It was melty cheese, butter, brown sugar, and fricking.
I pulled a melted plastic lid out of the dishwasher the other night, and it melted. It was terrible.
I can tell you right now that's already causing problems on my finger. So I normally would buy a baguette, and I forgot about the baguette today. But you want something crunchy because this is not crunchy.
That's going to be good on melted toast.
Yeah, this was Lynn's suggestion. So think about.
Oh, is that why he looked at me when I came home and started eating the melted toast?
No, I don't know, maybe. So I'm saying think about this. When you go to serve something, if what you're going to serve it, if what it is generally soft, think about a textural difference to serve it with. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a crab dip and there was cheese and cream and stuff like that, don't serve it on a soft piece of bread. That's not the way to do it. Find something that is going to make a difference. It'll texturize the whole thing. All right, so we'll just take a little piece of this. And look, we'll try and do this over here. So you see, look what's going on inside. Look at that. Lynn, get your camera, man.
Jesus.
That's what you want, right? And so now we take some of this melty. That's when you break that skin, that rind of the brie.
Oh, God.
I was gonna
that
make one of
looks
these
good.
tonight, but not after I eat half of that one.
Wait for
Yeah.
this. Oh. Okay. Rich. Delicious. It's a little bit of bourbon in there. The oh my goodness.
Can you taste the bourbon?
Just barely, but you get the brown sugar. The pecans have a really nice crunch, and the butter. Quick, Lynn, quick! It's forget the pictures. I mean, forget the that. Just come do this.
It's
Take your pictures
oozing,
in.
Lynn. Hurry.
Lynn, it's oozing. You don't have much. If this is your first time watching, Lynn takes all these amazing pictures that are on all the recipes.
Look
All right.
at the stress. Go, Lynn, go.
So
Go,
let me
Lynn, go.
What do you want me-
let me say thanks for being here. Monday, we have Shark Attack, Margarita Freezy Pop guy here with us. We're gonna give away some and some T-shirts and stuff, and we'll deal with my self-worth issues. And Max and I are not just gonna argue; we're gonna actually fight each other because apparently it's good TV. I'm only kidding. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend. It's Father's Day Sunday. If you don't know what to give him, cook for him. That's always a great thing to do. Thanks for hanging around with us. You're part of our family as much as we may be part of yours. See you Monday.